I think Maddie and I are both super happy about this weather. So finally headed to the airport. It's about 4:20 now and my report time is at 5:30. I'm on call for 6 days. Today's my first day and I'm gonna be on standby from 5:30 until 9:30. So you do 4 hours on standby. I honestly don't know if I'll get called or not. It's a hit or miss. I did preference standby for tomorrow as well again. And I probably have more likely of a chance getting called tomorrow on standby because I preference like an early time and I feel like there's always just way more trips earlier in the day. Brought my computer, probably gonna work on some YouTube if I can, hang out with some friends. Listen to me being so optimistic, like I'm gonna have these 4 hours to do just random stuff. So guess who just got off of standby? All right, so it is currently 10:43. I obviously didn't get called. I can't believe I didn't get called. I am quite shook about it, but I'm happy that I get to go sleep in my own bed tonight. I am just leaving the employee parking lot, so just had some coffee, so I'm kind of awake, but I know that I gotta get up early in the morning, so I'm a little like, oh, I need to get in bed. So I was in E-Lounge, and I was really, like, if I were to get called, I was really hoping for a good trip. Okay. I have like 4 minutes left on standby, and there was a Paris on the board, and I was like, oh my gosh. It was briefing at 9:30, and it was 9:26 at this point or something, or 9:25, I don't remember. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're calling me, they're gonna call me. Well, then there's a girl laying right behind us, like chilling, watching her Netflix, and it was crew scheduling, and they put her on that Paris trip, and I was like, no way. She had 15 minutes left on standby. Officially on day 3. I feel like I haven't checked in. I've done little snippets of my day, but I haven't had time. I feel so exhausted. It's like training all over again. Exhausted. I'm so exhausted. I really didn't even do that much. They called me for a few random turns, but it's crazy how tired you feel after just running around the airport. I had Princess pickup today. pickup and drop off. DB came and picked me up. Like before I even landed, they put another 3-day on my schedule for tomorrow. And bad, good news. No, bad, good news. Bad news is, I forgot the bad news. That's a good sign. I remember one. Bad news, I can't get a release to report because staffing is poor. So that stinks because they could technically call me and change it. Good news is I have a layover in Asheville, North Carolina one night, and that's where my mom lives. So I'm actually really excited about that. I text her and my aunt as soon as I found out, and I was like, please come have brunch with me. We don't leave until like 1 p.m. So hopefully that works out. That's actually exciting. So it makes me excited for the trip. And the trip doesn't report until 2:30 tomorrow, so I can sleep in, fingers crossed, as long as they don't call me because I can't get a release to report. So, because it's not a bad trip, I think it'll be exciting since if I get to see my family, that will make me really happy. Maddie's in the back as well. Say hi, Mav. Boo boo. So we just got to the hotel. It's about 12:30 at night. I'm exhausted. I'm just excited for that I finally made it to Asheville. I was nervous. Like I had hyped my family up, like telling them that I was coming and we could go to brunch. And then I was like, watch cruise scheduling call me and like reroute me or something. So I made it to Asheville. I'll check in the morning. What's today? Oh goodness. Day 5 of a day 6. Alright y'all, so it is Monday. Happy Monday. We got in really late last night. I slept until almost, I got like a little bit of a headache. I slept until almost 8:30 and so I think I already said like my family lives here in North Carolina and that's where I'm laying over today. So I planned a little brunch with them. I'm getting to see my mom, my aunt, and my little cousin. And I'm so excited. I don't know why. I'm just so giddy about it. I haven't seen them in so long, so I'm really excited. But, so I do this thing. I always have extremely vivid dreams. And I had vivid dreams all night that I missed my alarm, that A-Days rerouted me. So all night I had nightmares about not seeing them. I already talked to my mom this morning. I think we're going to this place called maybe Mayfield or something. I can't remember. I haven't been there, but I love Asheville, so I've definitely been here before, but I haven't been to the brunch place she was talking about, so we shall see. But yeah, so I'm just getting ready right now. And I think I'm gonna have to turn off because I gotta turn this way towards the light and get that good natural light. Okay, so I'm almost done getting ready. I'm just about to put on some mascara. I look long, naked in my face. We're trying to get together around 10, go eat some brunch. Van pickup today is at 1:15 and it's my first 4-leg day. It's kind of crazy. Even though back in the day, they had like 5 and 7 leg days. I don't know if they still have that. They may, I don't know. I've never seen it, but when I talk to the senior flight attendants, they tell me horror stories, and I'm like, that sounds horrible, or just really hard. So anyways, yeah, van pickups at 1:15, and then we go Asheville to Atlanta, which is super easy flight because no service, and then Atlanta to Gainesville, Gainesville to Atlanta, Atlanta to Memphis. And all of those are like 300 miles, so they're not hard flights at all. Not a good multitasker. I'm trying to do this correctly. Alright, my mom just texted me and says she's on her way to pick me up. So I gotta send her the address and then we'll be going to get some good brunch food. Be on the vlog.
Okay.
Say hey.
Hey, good morning. Happy Monday.
Do it for the vlog. No. Look at the food. Say hey.
The English muffin.
Alright, so I just got back from brunch with the fam. It was so great. I miss them so much. And although I wanted it to be a longer layover and be able to see them more and hang out with them more, I'm so thankful that I got a short time here to be able to see them. So I just got back to the hotel. My mom brought me back. Breakfast was great. We ate at this cute little place called Mayfell's. My mom and my aunt have been there, so they have like brunch and seafood and everything mixed in. And I got crab cakes Benedict with a side of fried okra. It was so yummy. So now I'm just trying to fix my hair. Do we like this hair? I can't decide. Normally I part my hair down the middle, and sometimes I'll like throw my bangs over, so I'm trying to make sure it looks okay. So I'm gonna finish packing up and then we will head downstairs. Okay, so it is Tuesday and is it Tuesday? I'm on day 6 of 6 being on call, and obviously I am in my car and not in Memphis. So the day started out great. My crew has been awesome. We were just vibing. We were like, it's gonna be a great day. Our first flight from Asheville to Atlanta, super easy, pretty chill. We didn't have a service or anything, so that was knocked out pretty quickly. And then we get to Gainesville, and we ended up sitting there for over 2 hours on the plane. Really don't know all the issues that happened, but something with maintenance, and wasn't really alarming, but obviously when that happens, the captain needs to get that checked out. So when we landed, they called maintenance, they were getting it checked out, and the people that we were picking up, they had a lot of tight connections. We had like 15 to 20 misconnections. Anytime you're gonna have misconnections, you're gonna have grumpy people, sassy people, which is completely understandable. Totally get that, but it just doesn't, it kills the vibe for sure. And obviously, like, we don't want to sit there for over 2 hours either. Like, we still had another flight. They went ahead and started boarding because they were like, okay, we're getting it figured out, whatever. So we board, and people are already upset about their connections. Well, we sat there for forever. People are asking me questions left and right. What am I supposed to do? What's going to happen? I'm like, oh my goodness. So basically, we were either going to wait an hour for someone to come look at this and fix it, or there was another plane that was eventually going to be there and would take us all back. And at this point, it's really late. Like, it's already been over an hour. So we deplane the passengers. Then we sit on the plane for another, like, me and the crew, we sit on the plane for over an hour waiting, and finally they're like, all right, we're gonna get the ball rolling, it's good to go, we're gonna start boarding. And then we weren't boarding, and I was like, what is happening? And they said that so many of the passengers had left, and then they told them that we were gonna board, so they were coming back, and then they were like having to go back through security, and they didn't have security guards because the airport's so small. It was like closed. It was like a circus. It was all over the place. And thankfully, our captain and our first officer were awesome. Especially the captain, like, he was phenomenal. He was up there, like, you know, being the face for all of us, telling everyone the bad news. And long story short, so we get everyone back on the plane. We're missing a ton of people at this point because so many people left. And our trip, because we still had another flight to Memphis once we got to Atlanta, and at this point it's so late, and our trip like wasn't going away. It just kept getting pushed, and our rest time was going down, so we weren't even gonna leave once we got there. Like, our trip wasn't gonna leave until like 1:30 a.m. So I was like, oh my goodness. So we get to Atlanta. For the most part, for what all the passengers had to go through, they were really nice. And I mean, they weren't happy, but they were nice. And we got to Atlanta, and they were telling us, they kept pushing the time for the Memphis trip, and then we didn't have a gate agent, and our pilots timed out, so then we didn't have pilots, so it was just literally me and my crew hanging out on the plane. And we were like, what are we supposed to do? And it's midnight at this point. Finally, they told us they were going to change our trip and not send us to Memphis. and lay over in Atlanta and then work this last turn that we had today. So me and DB have been sharing a car. So I didn't have a car. So I called DB. He's passed out asleep, obviously. And that sweet angel came to pick me up. And I got home. It was like, I finally got in bed, I think, around 2 a.m. And I slept until 10:30 this morning. I know that was an earful. So we only have one turn today. I honestly don't even know where we're going. Hopefully, prayers that it's very easy. Nothing crazy happens. And this will be my last day of being on call.